Hi there and welcome to episode 4 of South Coast Supremacy, where we face a rival not only for our conquest of the South Coast, but in our battle to get out of the division. Yes, welcome back to episode 4 of South Coast Supremacy, where in today's episode we play a rival in the South Coast and also battle for promotion in Plymouth Argyle. Well, the key question is are we still unbeaten in the league? We started unbeaten, but are we still unbeaten? The answer is no, we're not. We did really well. I mean, we had a really good game against Peterborough, who were considered to be a rival, and the media prediction and the fans, everybody thought we were going to draw with them. But as you can see, we absolutely went through them. But then we followed that up with a disappointing result against Barnsley, and quite frankly, we got what we deserved. We scored a penalty, and we got a lucky goal, but realistically, we were absolutely outclassed by, again, this is probably a key game because they are a direct rival in for promotion. We also then had another disappointing result. I know a draw away from home is considered a good result. However, Burton are really not doing very well at all, and it's a game we should have won. We had plenty of chances, but as usual, I feel like it's going to be a theme of this season. We were not clinical enough, and it cost us in the end. But looking ahead to the next game against Plymouth Argyle, as I said, it is a crucial game. As you can see, looking at the league table, this is why it is a crucial game, because Plymouth, as they are in real life, are absolutely flying, and they're already 6 points ahead of us. So this is a game, if we want to keep in touch with the top two, that realistically, we're going to have to try and win early on in the season. But carrying on with the plus points of the season so far, yes, we did lose to Barnsley, but we have only lost one game so far, which is obviously a plus. And as usual, Scarlett is carrying on with his goal scoring. As you can see, he's top of the league. And also, as you will be able to see in just a moment, for once in the series so far, we have kept to the same formation that we did from the last episode. I mean, we've chopped and we've changed, one up top, two up top. I mean, you'd say mixed results because we have lost and we have had obviously a very poor draw against Burton. But as it stands, it seems like a pretty solid formation. I said with a Peterborough result, when we absolutely went through them, it all seems to be going really well. So for now, we still stick with it. Scarlett up top. Jefferson's going to wait his turn. Still doing really well on the right hand side. He's created a few chances, and the star in this midfield at the moment is Pack, because he is putting some absolute beautiful balls through. Of which Scarlett's just scoring more goals and doing really, really well. There's a couple of positions in the team that are still up for grabs. I mean, Karoma on the left, he's on thin line at the moment. He's on a very thin line because he performs well. He runs at the defence and he does all right, but he shoots way too often. He shoots at every point when there's easier passes, and I'm getting very frustrated. I'm losing patience, and there is players, as you will have seen if you remember in the last episode when I brought in Tony Springer, who could be there to take his place if he doesn't sort his act out. The defence is also a cause for concern because we can't keep clean sheets. Defensively, we're making mistakes, we're poor, they're just running in behind us. And if I'll be honest, the goalkeeper, I think he'll do for this season, and he might be good enough to help us reach the playoff this season and hopefully get out of the division. But long term, I know he's on loan. I don't really think I'll be looking to bring him back. We have had a few bits of news within the team. I said, crucially, as I said before, we're having quite a few loan players. I did say I wasn't entirely sure how the loans work, whether I'll be able to register them all. I was able to register them all. However, I am only allowed 5 loan players in the squad at one time, which is going to cause a few problems because, as you can see, look at the top, my goalkeeper is on loan, both my wingers are on loan, my main striker's on loan, my new striker's on loan, and I've just brought in a new attacker who can't even make the bench. I've got to choose between him and Jefferson because I can't obviously put them in at the same time. Crucially though, from the first episode, we went through the squad and we've seen some of the players that were injured and maybe coming back, some that obviously were out for 5 to 6 months, but there was a couple that were due back fairly soon, and I'm pretty sure in Joe Morrell, he is now on his way back and he's come back in, so hopefully it's more strength in depth in the midfield and maybe he can play a crucial part in the season. But let's not wait any longer, let's get into the game and let's see if we can claw Portsmouth back a little bit. So starting with the team today, got Robertson on the left, Ogilvie in the middle with Morrison and Swanson, Griffiths in goal, we've got Lowry and Pack in the middle, Jacobs just in front of him, Karoma on the left for now, and Dale on the right who's absolutely smashing it. And why would you drop Scarlett when he's the top scorer in the league? Right, let's kick off what could be considered a crucial game in the season, even though it is pretty early on. But as you this series is about South Coast supremacy. Plymouth are one of those rivals on our South Coast, so any advantage we can get over them early on would be even better. I mean, you do get a start from the kickoff, but I think that's just your usual kickoff highlight, which is nothing special, nothing more, and it tends to lead to absolutely nothing. Although it is going on a little bit longer than I expected. Oh, and what a goal! I mean, if that's not a perfect start, I don't know what is. I mean, what minute in, 50 odd seconds in, and I'm steady you're talking about it's just a normal kickoff start, and we've just gone in again. Scarlett. I mean, who else? I mean, this guy doesn't score many from outside the box, but who else? That's his ninth goal of the season. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better start. I mean, this could all go down the window if they go and get an equaliser off this next highlight. All that excitement for absolutely nothing. And there it is. There is that excitement for absolutely nothing. I mean, it was an absolutely fantastic goal, but that's not the point, is it? I mean, come on. I mean, at least give us more than 10 minutes of the lead. I know we can't keep clean sheets this season, but I mean, you have to commend the goal though, don't you? It's absolutely fantastic. Well, at least it's been an exciting start. I said, what, 10 minutes in, goal each already? I mean, I'd prefer if the highlights were for us, not for them. But especially with our defence and our goalkeeper. But that highlight really came to nothing in the end. I mean, we are at home, so realistically, if we can have more possession and obviously control the game, that is much, much better. But at the moment, we're already looking at just trying to stay in it. I mean, it's increasingly concerned early on, I think, because we've had a few shots and we've had 3 shots, 2 on target. So that they're a lot more clinical than us at getting shots on target. Oh, this is not going to go. This game's not going to go how it's supposed to, is it? This was supposed to be our big moment, you know, to beat Plymouth early on, really show them that we mean business. But as it is, we had 2 minutes, maybe a minute of meaning business, and since then it's been all Plymouth. I mean, the league suggests that this is how we should go, but I mean, on this, I might have to make some. What is going on? I mean, I'm going to have to make changes early on. As we're 26 minutes into the game and I'm 3-1 down. We've been absolutely massacred already. I mean, I didn't think this would... I mean, we're at home as well. I didn't think it would be this bad. I mean, that shows... I guess shows how far this team's got to go. Because I thought maybe we'd be a sneaking outside chance for the top 2. But at the moment, I mean, look at the table. We're not even in the top 6. I said we're going to be scraping and fighting for the top 6 at this rate. Plymouth, as much as I hate to say it, are really not our problem at the moment. Now this is just about damage. We're 4-1 down. We're 4-1 down after half an hour. I mean, after the first minute, I was proper excited. Jumping up and down. Proper excited we were going to win this game. We're 4-1 down after... I don't know. We've got a lot to work to do here. And this defence, if I could replace his defence in January, I think I might. And this goalkeeper, I mean, he's lucky there isn't really anybody good enough to replace him. I think we are going to have to make some changes earlier on, though, because this is just not good enough. I think we're going to have to go to a 2 up top. I know it's a bit of irony in saying that, but go with 2 up top, and we're going to have to just sit back, I think. Well, not sit back. I say we'll go for it, but it's all about damage control, really. If they sit back and play a little bit more, a bit more direct, and just hope we can just hit them with long balls, having the 2 big lads up front. That's the difference, isn't it? I said they've had 6 shots, 5 on target. I said it takes twice as many for us to have about 3 on target this season. There's those long... Ooh, I mean, there was that long ball from Pack again to Scarlett. Well, I'm not sure she was Scarlett, but there's that long ball. Dangerous. She puts in some fantastic balls there. I mean, we've got 1 back. I mean, it's been exciting, 6 goals in the first 40 minutes? I said we've got 1 back. All we need is 2 more penalties now, and we'll be fine. I'm not getting overexcited. As you did see, though, that long ball from Pack is dangerous and we're doing well. Ooh, now this is it. I mean, I don't even know what's going on. I don't know whether to celebrate or not. I really don't know what's going on. I said 4-3 by half time. I don't know. Are we going to win it? Are we going to lose it? I have no idea as to what's going on. I mean, we're still on the attack here. Can we get an equaliser just before half time? Make it really interesting. I mean, this is the problem, isn't it, with Karoma? I know he was close to the goal, but he does a lot of this and doesn't get a lot off it. Well, here we are at the end of an emotional first half. I mean, lots of highs. I mean, it's been 45 minutes. There's been ups, there's been downs, more downs than ups. But I didn't think at 3-1, 4-1 down. I was thinking we'd be going into half time, even having a chance. Never mind the game, never mind going into half time with potentially chance of coming back. It shows though we can score goals, we just can't defend. Right, kicking off the second half, and hopefully, I'd say it's hopefully a calmer second half. Not too calm, because you know, hopefully just 2 more goals for us, and then the game can go dead after that. There's Pack again with those through balls. He's very good there. As I was saying at the beginning of the episode, Pack in the middle, he just sits there and he puts some very good long balls in. Oh, we're back to 4-4 at the beginning. Just like we started the first half, we started the second half, and we're back to 4-4 already. I mean, if it goes off the first half, we're now gonna lose 8-4. So you know, great. But what's the most ironic about this is this happened when I went back to 2 up top. So I said at the beginning of the episode that between episodes I stuck to my 4-2-3-1 with only the one striker, and already first game of the episode, and I'm back to 2 up top, and we're doing much better. So quite frankly, clearly I don't know what I'm doing with this team, and I don't know what's the best formation with them. I mean, this is an exciting game, isn't it? I mean, I thought maybe a 2-1, 3-1, 2-2, that kind of draw. But it's been an exciting game so far. I really don't know what's going to happen. I mean, at 4-1 down, if someone said to me you could have a draw going into the game, I'd be well excited. Oh, you've got to be joking me. You've got to be joking me. I mean, I was supposed to record 2 games in this episode, but this game alone, I think, is just draining me emotionally. I mean, what was it, 1-0 up after, a minute? Then we're forward to 4-1 down, back to 4-4, and now the top scorer of the league is injured. God, I hope it isn't too bad. We're 60 minutes in, and I've had every emotion there is so far. I mean, we're going to stick to the 2 up top, because clearly that's the one that's working. And Curtis is a reliable player from the bench, so we'll go with that, and we'll see how we go. But hopefully, I mean, if this injury is not too bad, because if it is, then, well, let's face it, we're not going 2 up top yet anyway, not permanently. So if it's 2, yes, 5-4, 5-4. I mean, come on. I mean, that's Dale. This is what I say. Dale, is it Dale? Yeah, it was Dale. I mean, the crucial players with Pack putting the through balls for Scarlett, who won the penalty. I mean, Dale on the right hand side scoring goals. I mean, if we knew how to defend, we'd be a pretty good team. I'm frightened every single time there's a highlight now. I say, because I'm pretty sure almost every highlight's been a goal, hasn't it, so far? Oh. I mean, I'm still not super confident we win this game. There's too much time in this game for us not to make more mistakes. To still lose it, in fact. We've turned this around fantastic, haven't we? I mean, that just sums up Karoma. That just pretty much... That is just a perfect example of what I mean by Karoma. So wasteful. Maybe he isn't a player we start. Maybe he's more of an impact player. I mean, that Dale and Pack relationship as well is going to be key this season. I mean, I'm nervous going into the end of this game. I mean, look at that formation. I spent all the other episodes talking about how defensive teams are, having, 6, 7 defensive players. Plymouth have gone the opposite. They've got, 4 strikers? Well, not quite strikers, but 4 attackers right up the top. They're going for this. Hopefully, we can see it out now with 10 minutes to go. So I do think it's time we do make a couple of more changes. I don't want to take Pack off. I mean, he's absolutely knackered, but I don't take him off. I am going to take Lowry off, though. And is there anybody else? I don't really have many other players to bring on, really. Because, again, with the whole loan situation, I couldn't put any of the other players on the bench. Yeah, I think we'll just stick to... No, in fact, I will make one more. I'll put Rafferty on the left-hand side, and we'll see how we go from there. And hopefully, we can see the game out. I think my key concern is when they've been attacking us down the wings, they've had a lot of success there. Oh, 6-4. To be fair, I can't really complain really. I said Scarlett's injured, hopefully not for too long, and I need, obviously I'm going to need someone to step up. So isn't it about time Jefferson steps up? I mean, I'd rather him not score all of his goals today, but I mean, this is a hell of a... I don't even know. I don't know what to think. I absolutely don't know what to think. Do we deserve to win or not? I don't know. I'd say so. I think we deserve to win. I mean, at what cost long term for the season? I said with having obviously Scarlett out for hopefully not very long. But this is a key game against a rival. I mean, we've made hard work of it. Having to score 6 goals to win is a bit much and a bit of a, all right, make that 7 goals to win. I have no idea what's going on today. I have absolutely no idea what's going on in this game. I mean, 7-4. I mean, I don't think we've scored 7 goals in half the games, have we? I mean, in the end, it's turned out to be a rather convincing win. I mean, we've won by 3 goals. Well, we will do in just a moment. And there it is. I mean, we've won by 3 goals in the end. After half an hour, we were 4-1 down. And we've just won, but I have absolutely no idea. And I'm also going to tell you that an issue of this season could be us being clinical in front of goal. We've had 10 on target and 7 goals. I mean, I have no idea. I have no idea. So clearly, this team performs when I'm on the camera, but when I'm not on camera, they just miss everything and make my life difficult. But regardless of all that, we have just beat a South Coast rival earlier on in the season. We're only at the 4th episode, and we've already beat a rival at 7-4, which is a big win. Big win for promotion because it even keeps us in the hunt for automatic. I know it's early on, but you got to try and keep them close. And scoring 7 goals against a rival, this shows that if we want to and we could do it, we mean business. However, though, it has caused me a bit of an issue because now the 2 up top was the thing that did it. We were absolutely out of this game until I went to 2 up top, and then we've gone and done that. So, what do we do? What do we do? I mean, that is the league table after that game. We are now only 3 points behind them. You know, so it was a crucial win. We're only 2 points off automatics. And don't forget, just going into half-time, we were looking at being like 8th in the league. And we weren't even in the playoffs going into half-time. And now look at us. We're right on top of automatics. This is a crucial moment. I don't even want to look. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click on it. And then I'm going to have a look in a second to see how bad it is. Is it very bad? I mean, it's not ideal, but 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, it could be worse. I mean, if Jefferson keeps his form up, then why not? But, I mean, I can accept that, I think. I mean, if we'd have lost, I think I'd have been more of a kick in the teeth. So, but the fact that we've turned it around and the striker that will replace him in the starting lineup was the one that did it for us. I guess it's more... I guess I can take the pluses from that. As I did say in the previous episode, I was going to come back for the game against Plymouth because obviously it is a crucial game in the series and in the season. And then I was going to come back around the FA Cup first round game because so far we've played in the Carabao Cup and lost. And I thought maybe we can have a better start in the FA Cup and obviously we can do that live on the camera. So I'm going to go play the games in between from now till the FA Cup offline. And I'll be back with you for the FA Cup first round. Hi guys, welcome back to what is an emotionally rollercoaster Portsmouth FC side. As you can see, as is in the previous game, I mean 11 goals, a crucial injury, we came out on top. But, I mean since then things they've been a bit mixed up and down. But why I've got you here guys, if you are enjoying the series and you would like to see more of the South Coast Supremacy series, feel free to subscribe to the channel, like the episode. And I do appreciate any support that does come our way, any likes, any subscribes, even comments in the box. I massively appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. As you can see, between the games where we previously played Plymouth, the games I've played offline, they've been a bit mixed, up and down. I mean, I've got to admit, I've probably lost more than I've won. A couple of draws, which were pretty bad results. I mean, defensively, we have a big problem. We have a big problem defensively. We can't keep clean sheets. I mean, by the looks of that, we've kept, what, 3 clean sheets? I mean, you could say that's all right, but trust me, we struggled. I mean, we're beating low league teams barely. I mean, it's a good job Scarlett's back because Scarlett was obviously out for a couple of weeks, I said, but he came back and he hit the ground running straight away again by scoring. I mean, he's on what? I think he's on about 15 goals this season now. Let me just go and have a look here. 15 goals for the season. Yeah, as you can see, he is on 14 goals for the season, and I'd imagine that keeps him as the top scorer in the league. No, it doesn't. I mean, that does surprise me that he's not top scorer. But as you can see, he's had 2 weeks out with chopping and changing formation in the previous episodes. But here he is. He's still up there. And guys, you will be pleased to know, even though towards the end of the game against Plymouth, obviously we went to the 2 up top and it worked, and it put me in a bit of a, I don't know what to do, because obviously the 2 up top was working. I stuck to the 4-2-3-1. I mean, obviously the results suggest maybe I could be wrong sticking to the 4-2-3-1. But also, if you look at the table, I mean, I don't think top 2 is going to where we end up this. I don't think top 2 is where we're going to end up this season. But as you can see, we have got an outside chance. We are only 5 points behind. I mean, obviously, we did crucially lose to Barnsley. We're at home to Oxford, which we could have really done with winning, with them being one of the rivals for the top 6. I mean, playoffs is by no means a certainty for ourselves. I mean, it's so close. I mean, Derby are only 7 points behind us, but we are only 5 points off top 2. So anything could happen still this season. I said we could finish top 2. We could maybe not even get top 6. We've had a mixed results, but also, as you probably would have noticed, maybe it was through my own fault by maybe not taking it seriously enough. But we are already out of the Papa John's trophy. But as I did say in the previous episode, I really wasn't too concerned about it. I've treated it more like friendlies. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have done. Maybe we could have got through to the next stage. I mean, maybe this is possibly a bit bad for us to not got through to the next stage. But nevertheless, here we are. We're back, ready for the FA Cup first round. And hopefully, we can do better in this cup than we have done in the previous 2 already this season. Because obviously, we're not going to win the tournament. But you get a few rounds in. You get a bit of money in the bank. And surely, maybe, touch wood, that can help us in January. Let's not wait any longer. Let's get into the FA Cup game. And here is the team that I'm going to the FA Cup game. I am going to go with quite a strong team. Like I said, I don't expect to win the FA Cup, but it'd be nice to go on a little cup run. I've got to at least take one of the cup serious this season, even if it's just for a bit of cash. Really, but here we are, a pretty familiar starting lineup, but this time it's a Gilvey on the left, Raggett and Morris in the middle, Swanson on the right with Griffiths in goal still. I mean, again, he's lucky there isn't another decent keeper because, yeah, he's struggling. McEachran and Pack in the middle, who's still up doing absolutely great. Jacobs just in front of them. Dale on the right. And Karoma on the left. I mean, I have dropped his position back to support. I feel like it's just a bit more secure overall. And maybe by not having as many players on attack, it'll help us not concede as many goals. Nevertheless, here we go. I mean, I do consider this game a bit of a free hit. I mean, yeah, we should win, and hopefully we will win. In fact, we better win because, I mean, I don't even know with this team anymore. As you saw with the results between the Plymouth game and this one, it's like hit and miss for this team. 1 minute we'll play well, we'll beat Plymouth 7-4, and then we'll lose to Shrewsbury like 1-0, or we'll struggle against Bolton and teams. I don't really know what team's going to turn up. And yeah, I'm sticking to this formation, and maybe instead of just like changing the formation to the 2 up top, I'm just starting to tweak this formation a little bit. I've decided to let the players be a little bit more expressive, hoping that helps create a few more clear-cut chances. I actually thought he was going to get sent off there. And obviously, I think I've dropped us back a little bit in terms of our line. But hopefully, I mean, we'll have to see. I mean, a few early highlights there as well. I mean, Karoma just doing what he generally does. Just hitting hope, I think, a lot of the time. I mean, he's been playing well. He's just can be very frustrating because he does squander quite a few. He gets quite a few opportunities on that left-hand side, and he does squander quite a few. And he's already not made the most of a couple today. That is just another prime example of what I mean. We haven't quite had the roller coaster start we had to the previous game of the episode. I think there was already about 3 goals by now. But nevertheless, as long as we win, I really don't mind. Oh, are we gonna do? I mean, this is the sort of frustration. I mean, not making the right decisions in key parts. I know we're in League One, and I know the quality's not necessarily going to be there as much. That doesn't mean equally I can't be as frustrated with it. Yes, it doesn't mean we can't celebrate when we do score, even if it is against Grimsby. But as usual, unsurprisingly, the goal scorer Here's Scarlett again with his, I think it's overall, it's about his 15th or 16th goal of the season. He's on loan from Tottenham, I want to say. I know a lot of the fans keep saying we want to sign him permanently, but I can't see that happening. Maybe we can get him on loan again next season, but I can't see us being able to slightly afford him next season. So that is definitely a position we're going to need to look at. But I'm getting way ahead of myself because I don't even know where we're going to be, what we're going to be doing, or anything by them. Swanson and Morrison. I mean, Pack and Dale have got a good relationship there. I mean, Karoma, again, I mean, we've all seen it. We've had about 4 highlights of him just making the wrong decision. I mean, there's a couple of times today where he's had a chance and he's just sort of passed it to the keeper. I don't really know what he's thinking. I don't know. He's frustrating, but equally at the same time, he does so well on that left-hand side. I mean, a key relationship, as I was just saying, in this side. I mean, we have a couple of key players with, Pack and Dale on that right, obviously right on central midfield and the right side midfield seem to have good relationship between themselves. And then if you include Scarlett in there, so I know we're like just shy of halfway through the season, but we are having a build up of a couple of players that are starting to become key and working together and the team's getting used to each other now on this formation. So maybe, as the other players do adapt and play more, hopefully we can. Yes. I mean, this is more like it. I mean, I know we're playing Grimsby, and I know, we're expected to win this, but this is the first game that's been smooth sailing so far. And crucially, we haven't even conceded yet. Yet being the word. But before I was rudely interrupted by us scoring a goal. How dare we? I mean, it's just predictable. This is what I mean. There's a reason why I said yet. Yet being the word, because we just, every time, we just can't defend. We really can't defend, and the keeper's really not that good. But I mean, crucially going forward, we're starting to get a relationship between those 3 players with Dale and Park and Scarlett. And if we can add a few more players in there who can get involved, and hopefully, by the end of the season, we'll have a hell of a team, and that'll be too late by then because the season's finished. I mean, let's not blow this chance, eh? Let's not embarrass ourselves today and not win another cup game against another lower league team. I mean, we could just start second half by completely mispassing the ball. This is going to be one long season. This is going to be a very long season with this team. I mean, look, I've in all my years of being football manager, I've never met a more frustrating team. I know it's the first season, and I have a chance to improve the defense, but this is so frustrating. This team, I don't think they have the ability to keep a clean sheet or defend properly. Really, I mean, this is a League Two team. This is a mid-table League Two team, and we're struggling with our main defence to defend against them. I mean, we've got another highlight here. Hopefully we can do something with it, but I mean, they've had 4 shots free on target and scored 2 of them, and that's the problem. If teams seem to if they shoot on target, they seem to score. And it's not really a recipe for success, if I'm honest. I mean, I might have to look to do some substitutions in a minute, because this clearly isn't working. I mean, maybe I'm going to be a bit cliche here because it seems to be working later on, by bringing on some strikers, and going to the 2 up top, and maybe that does help a little bit. So we'll try with that. We'll go a bit more a long ball. Won't be as expressive. We'll put it a bit longer. Hopefully get it up to the big lads, and maybe they can just do something up there. I mean, worryingly, it is a rather quiet end to the game. I mean, Portsmouth in real life have obviously sacked their manager and replaced him. So equally, there obviously is issues. I don't know whether it's because the defence is aging a bit, or maybe some of these players just aren't good enough. Obviously in real life as well, obviously Karoma got sent back. Roma got sent back on loan. Griffiths got sent back. I understand that one. I think there might have been another one sent back. So obviously there was a few January replacements. I mean, so obviously the team isn't quite like this now. I can kind of see why, really, because there's a lot of frustration in this team, even on the game. Look at those chances. They've had 4 shots. They've scored with 50% of their shots today. I mean, defensively, it's just absolutely shocking. We have got some work to do in regards to this defence. I mean, I'm not happy. Why would everyone's thinking me? Why would I not stressed? So right, guys, I think that is where we will leave the episode today. After that, this has been a rather emotional, obviously, episode. I mean, 11-goal thriller, injuries, beat a rival, beat a South Coast rival. Oh, yay, great, cool. And then some mixed results in between, and then a very disappointing result against the League 2 team in the FA Cup. Maybe this season we're just destined to not win a cup game. But if that's the case, it's not the end of the world. We aren't going to be winning any cups anyway. So what I think I'll do next time is I think I'll come back for the games between Peterborough and Barnsley, which are at the end of January, because what I can do is I can fit deadline day again in there and to maybe see if any made any changes. I don't expect I'll get any money to make any changes, so I'm not expecting a busy January or a busy transfer window. But unless something crucial happens before then, or something important, I'll come back for Peterborough and Barnsley, because they will be important games. Might even sneak in a 3-game episode, because obviously, as you can see just below that, there is Plymouth, which is obviously a crucial game again. But mainly we'll come back for Peterborough and Barnsley and throw a deadline day in there, and maybe I can sort this defence out. Obviously, I do appreciate you coming out and watching this emotional rollercoaster of South Coast Supremacy and episode 4 with Portsmouth. I said hopefully not every game is going to be as chaotic as that. As much as it's fun and entertaining, I'd rather not have as much chaos as that. Maybe we can learn to get some consistent clean sheets and some consistent results, because clearly we're struggling. Clearly we're struggling for consistency. The only blessing in disguise in all of this is obviously we're still third in the league, so we're doing well for an up and down time. Hopefully, if we can get a bit more ups than down, then we can do even better. But again, like I said, I do appreciate any support. But then again, if you are enjoying the episode and you do want to see more of the South Coast Supremacy chaos, then feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps you out massively. I really appreciate it. But hopefully, guys, I will see you all in episode 5, where we're going to play Peterborough, we're going to do deadline day, and then we're going to play Barnsley. And hopefully by then, we'll have at least sorted the defence out, not conceding so many goals. But crucially, more than any of that, I won't care if we conceded goals. If we're still in third and still possibly in a fight for top 2 or guaranteed inside the top 6, then we're going to be achieving what we aim for this season. So I'll see you guys at the end of January for episode 5.